Have you ever found yourself in a room full of people yet felt utterly alone? Or perhaps you've walked through life wondering how to navigate the world without the support of friends by your side. Today, we delve into a profound and often overlooked experience, the journey of a woman with no friends. A woman with no friends often carries a story woven with experiences that many may not immediately see or understand. Her journey is unique, shaped by the countless twists and turns life has presented her. For some, this path of solitude emerges not from choice, but from circumstances beyond their control, betrayal, heartbreak, or the natural drifting apart that time and distance often impose on human relationships. She might have once walked beside companions who promised loyalty and understanding, only to find herself alone when she needed them most. These betrayals cut deeply, leaving scars that shape how she approaches trust and connection. And over time, she learns to guard her heart, not out of bitterness, but as a protective mechanism to shield herself from further pain. Others might find themselves in solitude because of transitions in life that make maintaining friendships difficult. Moving to a new city or country, for instance, can strip away the safety net of familiar faces. Adapting to a new culture, language, and environment can be daunting, leaving little time or energy for building new relationships. Even within their own land, women may find themselves isolated due to life roles that demand every ounce of their energy. A single mother balancing work and childcare, for example, might not have the luxury of socializing. Her days blur into endless cycles of responsibility, leaving her no room for coffee dates or long conversations with friends. There are also those for whom the absence of friends is a reflection of a personality that does not align with societal norms, introverted by nature. These women may find the effort of maintaining friendships too draining rather than fulfilling. For them, solitude is not a lonely place, but a sanctuary where they can recharge and exist without the need to conform. They prefer deep, meaningful conversations over fleeting small talk, which can make forming casual connections challenging in a world that often prioritizes surface-level interactions. However, to understand a woman with no friends, one must also look at the societal pressures that magnify her solitude. Society tends to place great emphasis on the importance of friendships, portraying them as an essential marker of happiness and social success. Women, in particular, are often expected to have a close-knit circle of confidantes. Movies, books, and social media perpetuate this ideal, showing groups of women laughing, supporting one another, and navigating life together. When a woman does not fit this narrative, she is frequently judged or misunderstood. People may assume she is difficult to get along with or that something is inherently wrong with her. This perception creates a stigma, making it even harder for her to reach out or to explain her reality. Yet her story is far from one of weakness or inadequacy. In her solitude, she finds a space to reflect deeply on who she is. Without the influence of friends' opinions or expectations, she becomes intimately acquainted with her own thoughts, dreams, and desires. She learns to find joy in her own company, celebrating her victories, no matter how small, and confronting her challenges with determination that is entirely self-generated. This level of self-awareness and self-reliance is a testament to her strength, a quality that is often overlooked by those who measure worth in terms of social connections. Her journey also highlights the transient nature of human relationships. Friendships, like all bonds, can ebb and flow with time. Sometimes the absence of friends is not a failure, but a reflection of the natural evolution of life. People grow, priorities shift, and what once connected two individuals may no longer hold them together. Accepting this reality requires immense emotional maturity, a quality she embodies. Instead of clinging to relationships that no longer serve her, she learns to let go, even when it's painful, and move forward with grace. Despite the challenges, this woman is not without hope. The absence of friends in her life today does not mean she is destined to walk alone forever. She carries within her the potential to form meaningful connections when the time and circumstances align. The depth of her experience, the lessons she has learned from solitude, and her understanding of herself make her a rich and rewarding companion for those who take the time to know her. Her story is a powerful reminder that the worth of a woman is not defined by the size of her social circle, but by the strength of her character. Her life is not less meaningful because it lacks the presence of friends. It lacks the presence of friends. Lacks instead is a testament to resilience, self-discovery, and the quiet courage it takes to walk through life on her own terms. Her journey is not one of isolation, but of profound inner growth, a journey that deserves respect, admiration, and above all, understanding. In a world that often emphasizes the importance of social connections, the idea of solitude can carry a stigma. However, for a woman without friends, solitude can become a powerful ally rather than a burden. This woman learns to navigate life through her own lens, cultivating a unique relationship with herself that many may never fully understand. She embodies the idea that solitude is not synonymous with loneliness. Instead, it can be a sanctuary for introspection, growth, and profound self-discovery. At first glance, one might perceive her as isolated, perhaps even lonely. But the reality is that her solitude offers her the opportunity to develop an intimate relationship with herself. In a society where external validation often dictates self-worth, she learns to find her value internally. This journey begins with self-reflection, where she engages in deep contemplation about her beliefs, aspirations, and desires. Without the distractions of social obligations, she can explore her thoughts freely, uncovering layers of her identity that might remain hidden in the presence of others. As she delves deeper into her psyche, she discovers the richness of her own mind. She learns to appreciate the beauty of her individuality, recognizing that her worth is not tied to how many friends she has or how popular she is. Instead, she finds fulfillment in her interests, passions, and hobbies, whether it's painting, writing, hiking, or any other pursuit. These activities become avenues for her creativity and expression. Through these passions, she cultivates joy and satisfaction, proving to herself that she can thrive independently. Solitude fosters resilience. Facing challenges alone can be daunting, but it also builds a unique strength. This woman learns to rely on her problem-solving skills and intuition, confronting obstacles head-on without the immediate support of friends. This independence empowers her, reinforcing the belief that she is capable of overcoming difficulties on her own. She discovers that she can navigate the complexities of life without external help, which deepens her self-confidence and fortifies her sense of identity. In the absence of friends, she often becomes her own source of motivation. She sets goals, both big and small, and holds herself accountable. There is no one else to cheer her on or celebrate her milestones, yet she finds a way to acknowledge her achievements, no matter how minor they may seem. Each success, whether completing a project, mastering a new skill, or simply getting through a tough day, reinforces her belief in her capabilities. This self-motivation transforms her solitude into a nurturing ground for personal development. Through the process of self-discovery, she also learns the importance of self-care. In a world that often prioritizes social engagements, she recognizes the value of taking time for herself. Whether it's indulging in a long bath, enjoying a good book, or meditating in silence, these moments of self-care become rituals that replenish her spirit. She understands that prioritizing her well-being is essential. And through these practices, she cultivates a sense of peace and contentment that others may overlook. As she grows more comfortable in her solitude, she begins to explore new horizons. She may venture into new interests, attend classes, or even travel solo. These experiences broaden her perspective and enrich her life in ways that friendship might not have. Each new encounter or adventure is an opportunity for learning and self-discovery, allowing her to expand her horizons beyond her immediate environment. This journey of exploration not only enhances her personal growth, but also opens her mind to new ideas and possibilities. In her solitude, she also discovers the importance of emotional resilience. Life is not without its challenges, and the absence of friends means she often faces these challenges on her own. However, this does not weaken her. Rather, it fortifies her emotional strength. And she learns to navigate the ups and downs of life, processing her feelings and experiences in a way that fosters growth and understanding. Through journaling or reflection, she confronts her emotions head-on, allowing herself to grieve, heal, and ultimately emerge stronger. As she embraces her solitude, she cultivates a sense of gratitude for her life and experiences. Rather than lamenting the absence of friends, she recognizes the richness of her journey. She learns to appreciate the beauty in her own company, finding joy in the small moments that many might overlook. Whether it's watching a sunset, enjoying a delicious meal, or simply reveling in the stillness of her thoughts, these moments become precious treasures in her life. Solitude transforms from a perceived weakness into a profound strength. The woman without friends develops a deep understanding of herself, gaining insights that many spend a lifetime searching for. She discovers that being alone does not mean being lonely. It means embracing her individuality and cultivating a fulfilling existence on her own terms. Her journey is a testament to the power of self-discovery and the richness of the human experience. So in her solitude, she learns to thrive, demonstrating that the absence of friends does not diminish her life. It enhances her understanding of what it means to truly live. Our society often imposes a narrative that intertwines friendship with happiness, labeling individuals without friends as socially inadequate or lonely. This perception creates a misconception that those without a network of close companions are somehow lacking in social skills or human connection. However, it is essential to recognize that this judgment is not only superficial, but also fails to consider the complex realities many individuals face. For a woman navigating life without friends, the societal lens can be particularly harsh, often leading to feelings of isolation and misunderstanding. To know reality felt, yet understanding her situation requires a deeper exploration into the nuances of human relationships and the factors that contribute to her solitude. First and foremost, it is vital to acknowledge that a woman without friends may have experienced profound betrayals that have shaped her views on trust and companionship. Perhaps she once had a close-knit circle that provided emotional support, only to find those bonds severed by betrayal or disappointment. These experiences can leave lasting scars, leading her to question the authenticity of relationships. As she navigates this emotional landscape, it becomes easier to retreat into solitude than to risk the vulnerability that comes with forming new connections. In this context, her absence of friendships is not a reflection of her character, but rather a protective measure against the pain of past experiences. Furthermore, societal expectations regarding friendship can create additional pressure for women. Cultural norms often dictate that women should maintain close, supportive relationships with other women, fostering the idea that companionship is essential for emotional well-being. When a woman does not conform to this narrative, she may face scrutiny or judgment from others. Friends and family might express concern, questioning her social skills or suggesting that she should get out more and engage with others. These well-meaning yet misguided attempts to encourage social interaction can inadvertently exacerbate feelings of inadequacy. Instead of finding support, she may feel further alienated, leading to a cycle of self-doubt and isolation. Moreover, the dynamics of friendship can shift over time, resulting in changes in a woman's social landscape. Life transitions, such as moving to a new city, starting a family, or focusing on a demanding career, can disrupt established friendships. The demands of everyday life can lead to a natural drifting apart as priorities shift and people become consumed by their respective obligations. In these instances, a woman might find herself alone, not due to any personal failings, but simply because life has taken her in a different direction. While others may perceive her solitude as a personal shortcoming, she understands that relationships can evolve and that the absence of friends does not define her worth or ability to connect with others. And In addition to the personal and societal factors, it is important to recognize that personality traits play a significant role in shaping social interactions. Some women may inherently prefer solitude or small, intimate gatherings over large social events. So introversion, for instance, can influence how individuals engage with others, leading them to seek meaningful connections rather than numerous acquaintances. But this preference can create a misalignment with societal expectations, where extroversion is often celebrated and perceived as the ideal social trait. A woman who thrives in solitude may be more comfortable pursuing her passions independently, finding fulfillment in her pursuits rather than in the company of others. In this way, her solitude can be empowering rather than limiting. And another aspect of this narrative involves the evolving definitions of friendship in the digital age. With social media and online interactions becoming increasingly prominent, the nature of relationships has changed significantly. While technology provides opportunities for connection, it can also foster superficial relationships that lack depth. A woman may find herself surrounded by online acquaintances, yet feel profoundly disconnected on a personal level. Even the prevalence of virtual friendships can create a false sense of connection, leading her to question the authenticity of her interactions. In this context, her decision to disengage from these superficial connections can be a conscious choice to prioritize genuine, meaningful relationships, even if it means remaining friendless for the time being. As society evolves, so too does the understanding of what it means to be socially fulfilled. There is a growing recognition that personal happiness does not solely hinge on the number of friends one has. A woman without friends can cultivate a rich and fulfilling life through self-exploration, personal growth, and the pursuit of interests that resonate with her soul. So by focusing on her passions, whether they be art, travel, writing, or any other pursuit, she can find joy and purpose that transcends the limitations of traditional friendships. The narrative surrounding a woman without friends should be re-examined and reframed. Rather than viewing her as a social outcast, it is crucial to appreciate the depth of her experience and the strength she embodies. Her solitude is not a mark of failure, but rather an opportunity for self-discovery and growth. The absence of friendships does not diminish her worth. Instead, it invites her to explore her individuality, pursue her passions, and engage with life on her own terms. By shifting the focus from judgment to understanding, society can foster a more inclusive perspective that recognizes the diverse ways individuals navigate their relationships. A woman without friends is not alone in her journey. She is forging her path, demonstrating resilience and strength in the face of societal expectations. In this light, her story becomes one of empowerment, a testament to the richness of the human experience that transcends conventional definitions of connection and companionship. Through her journey, she proves that true fulfillment comes from within, not solely from the bonds we share with others. The absence of friendships in a woman's life can often lead to profound insights into her emotional landscape. What if the landscape, as she navigates her world without the immediate support and companionship that friends typically provide, she embarks on a journey of introspection that can be both enlightening and transformative. This introspective process allows her to explore her emotional needs, confront her fears, and develop a deeper understanding of herself. So instead of relying on the perspectives and opinions of friends to define her emotional well-being, she learns to become her own source of comfort, guidance, and strength. Initially, this woman may feel the weight of loneliness pressing down on her, an overwhelming sense that she is missing out on the joys of companionship. However, as time passes, she begins to shift her focus from the absence of friends to the richness of her inner life. This transition can be both challenging and rewarding. It involves confronting the discomfort that comes with solitude, but it also opens the door to a deeper emotional awareness. In this state of self-reflection, she starts to recognize and articulate her feelings, embracing both the light and dark aspects of her emotional landscape. solitude, she discovers that emotions are not merely fleeting sensations, but rather valuable signals that provide insight into her needs and desires. Without the distractions of social interaction, she learns to sit with her feelings, whether they are joy, sadness, anger, or anxiety. This practice of emotional mindfulness allows her to cultivate a greater understanding of herself. For instance, when she experiences sadness, she learns to explore the root causes, reflecting on whether it stems from unmet needs, past disappointments, or even societal pressures. Through this process, she becomes adept at identifying her emotional triggers and patterns, leading to a more profound self-awareness. Furthermore, this introspective journey enables her to confront her fears head-on. Many individuals fear being alone, equating solitude with isolation and loneliness. However, as she spends time in her own company, she begins to dismantle these fears. She realizes that solitude does not equate to being unloved or unworthy. Rather, it is an opportunity to nurture her relationship with herself. In facing her fears, she discovers the strength that lies within her, learning to navigate life's uncertainties with resilience and grace. This newfound courage empowers her to step outside her comfort zone, whether that means trying new activities, exploring different environments, or even engaging in new social situations. Another significant aspect of this emotional exploration is the development of self-compassion. In a world that often promotes self-criticism, she learns to embrace kindness toward herself. Instead of berating herself for not having a network of friends, she cultivates an understanding of her unique journey. She acknowledges that everyone is different, everyone has different paths in life, and her solitude is a valid part of her story. This self-compassion fosters a deeper sense of acceptance, allowing her to appreciate her individuality and embrace her quirks. She recognizes that her worth is not determined by the quantity of friendships she has, but by the quality of her relationship with herself. Additionally, the absence of friendships provides her with the freedom to explore her interests and passions without compromise. In social settings, individuals often feel the need to conform to the expectations and preferences of their friends. However, without these external influences, she has the liberty to delve into her hobbies and pursuits, discovering what truly ignites her passion. Whether it's painting, writing, cooking, or any other endeavor, this creative expression becomes an outlet for her emotions and a source of joy. This exploration not only enriches her life, but also allows her to cultivate a sense of identity that is uniquely her own. As she continues on her path of self-discovery, she also learns to set healthy boundaries with her emotions. In a world that often encourages emotional suppression, she embraces the idea that it is okay to feel deeply. And instead of dismissing her feelings as trivial or unimportant, she learns to honor them as integral parts of her experience. This emotional honesty creates space for her to process her thoughts and feelings authentically, leading to a more fulfilling inner life. By allowing herself to experience the full spectrum of emotions, she develops a profound sense of emotional intelligence, enabling her to respond to her needs with grace and understanding. Moreover, her introspection fosters a greater appreciation for the present moment. In a society that often glorifies busyness and social engagement, she learns to slow down and savor her experiences. Whether it's enjoying a quiet morning with a cup of tea, taking a leisurely walk in nature, or simply sitting in stillness, she recognizes the beauty in simplicity. This mindfulness transforms her solitude into a source of peace and contentment, allowing her to find joy in the everyday moments that often go unnoticed. Throughout this journey, she begins to cultivate a sense of gratitude for her life and the experiences that have shaped her. By reflecting on her past, she gains insights that help her understand her journey and embrace her individuality. This gratitude extends beyond her emotional exploration. It permeates every aspect of her life. She learns to appreciate the lessons learned from past friendships, the strength gained from overcoming challenges, and the beauty of her own company. In this way, her solitude transforms from a perceived deficit into a wellspring of empowerment and self-discovery. The emotional landscape of a woman without friends is a rich and complex terrain. Through introspection, she confronts her fears, develops self-compassion, and embraces her individuality. In her solitude, she learns that emotions are valuable guides that lead her towards self-understanding, growth. As she navigates this journey, she discovers that her worth is not defined by the presence or absence of friendships, but by the depth of her relationship with herself. The absence of friendships in a woman's life can serve as a profound catalyst for personal growth and self-discovery. While society often equates the presence of friends with happiness and fulfillment, the reality is that solitude can provide an invaluable opportunity for introspection, empowerment, and the development of a strong sense of self. Without the distractions of social obligations and external influences, she has the chance to turn her focus inward, exploring her values, aspirations, and passions without compromise. In a world that frequently emphasizes conformity and social validation, a woman without friends can embrace the freedom that solitude brings. She is not bound by the expectations of others, allowing her to define her identity on her own terms. And this autonomy is liberating. It enables her to delve into her interests and desires without the fear of judgment or the need to please others. This journey of self-exploration can lead her to discover talents, hobbies, and passions that she might never have encountered had she been preoccupied with maintaining friendships. But whether it's taking up painting, writing, hiking, or any other pursuit, the absence of friends can encourage her to explore uncharted territories of her personality and interests. This exploration often reveals hidden strengths and qualities that were previously overshadowed by the dynamics of friendship. For instance, she may uncover a knack for creative expression or a talent for problem solving that had gone unrecognized. So as she engages with these new pursuits, she not only builds her skills, but also enhances her self-esteem. The sense of accomplishment that comes from mastering a new activity reinforces her belief in her abilities and worth. Deepens that, this empowerment transforms her solitude into a source of strength, leading her to appreciate her individuality and the unique contributions she brings to the world. Furthermore, the journey of self-discovery encourages her to reevaluate her values and priorities. In friendships, individuals often find themselves navigating compromises, sometimes at the expense of their own needs and desires. Without the influence of friends, she can engage in honest self-reflection, asking herself what truly matters to her. Is it personal growth, career advancement, spiritual development, or pursuing a passion? By prioritizing her values, she begins to align her life choices with her true self, leading to a more authentic and fulfilling existence. This alignment fosters a sense of purpose and direction, providing her with a clear understanding of her goals and aspirations. In addition to exploring her interests and values, solitude offers her the chance to cultivate resilience and emotional intelligence. Life is inherently filled with challenges and uncertainties, and navigating them alone can be daunting. However, in the absence of a support network, she learns to rely on her inner strength. Each obstacle she encounters becomes an opportunity for growth, teaching her how to adapt, problem solve, and persevere. This process of overcoming difficulties not only builds resilience, but also deepens her emotional understanding. She becomes more adept at recognizing her feelings, managing her emotions, and developing healthy coping strategies. This journey fosters a sense of independence that can be profoundly empowering. As she learns to navigate life without the crutch of friendships, she gains confidence in her ability to make decisions and face challenges. This independence allows her to break free from societal expectations and the fear of being alone. She learns that her worth is not contingent upon her social connections, but rather on her ability to forge her path and create a life that reflects her true self. This realization can be incredibly liberating, leading her to embrace her solitude as a cherished aspect of her identity. As she continues to grow and evolve, she may also find herself more open to the idea of forming connections in the future. The introspective journey she has embarked upon allows her to better understand what she truly seeks in relationships. Rather than rushing to fill the void left by friendships, she approaches potential connections with a sense of clarity and purpose. She can now discern the qualities that align with her values and aspirations, seeking relationships that are meaningful and authentic. This newfound perspective fosters healthier connections that enrich her life rather than drain her energy. This period of solitude provides her with the opportunity to cultivate self-care practices that nourish her mind, body, and spirit. Without the distractions of socializing, she can invest time in activities that promote her well-being. Whether it's engaging in physical exercise, practicing mindfulness, or creative outlets, self-care becomes a central focus in her life. These practices enhance her overall quality of life, contributing to her emotional stability and resilience. As she nurtures herself, she learns the importance of prioritizing her needs, which further reinforces her sense of self-worth and independence. This journey is not solely about individual growth. It also emphasizes the significance of developing a deeper relationship with oneself. In a society that often prioritizes external validation and social connection, she learns to appreciate the beauty of her own company. This newfound relationship with herself becomes a source of comfort and joy. She discovers that solitude is not synonymous with loneliness either. It can be a space for introspection, creativity, and personal evolution. The boat staff this profound connection with herself fosters a sense of inner peace, allowing her to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. The absence of friendships can be a transformative experience for a woman. Through self-exploration, she uncovers her strengths, clarifies her values, and cultivates resilience and independence. The solitude she once viewed as a deficit becomes a powerful ally in her journey of self-discovery. In embracing her individuality, she gains a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends the need for external validation. This journey reinforces the idea that true happiness is not contingent upon the presence of friends, but rather on the depth of one's relationship with oneself. By recognizing her worth and celebrating her unique journey, she transforms her solitude into a source of empowerment and joy, illustrating that a fulfilling life can be created from within. The absence of friendships in a woman's life can also catalyze the development of empathy and compassion, not only for herself, but for others as well. When surrounded by friends, it is easy to take for granted the emotional support and understanding that come from shared experiences. However, without this network, she learns to navigate her emotions and challenges independently, which can lead to a deeper understanding of the human condition. This journey often ignites a profound sense of empathy, allowing her to connect with others on a more meaningful level, even if her social circle is limited. And she reflects on her own experiences of loneliness, heartbreak, and personal struggle. This introspection fosters a rich emotional landscape, one that enables her to relate to the struggles of others in a more profound way. As she confronts her feelings of isolation and learns to articulate her emotions, she develops an acute awareness of the pain that others may also experience. This heightened sensitivity allows her to appreciate the complexity of human emotions and the myriad ways in which people cope with their struggles. Rather than viewing her own challenges as a burden, she begins to see them as a shared aspect of the human experience, which cultivates a sense of solidarity with others. As she navigates her solitary journey, she may find herself drawn to stories and narratives that resonate with her emotional landscape. Whether through literature, film, or art, these forms of expression often reflect the universal themes of love, loss, and resilience. Engaging with such narratives not only offers her solace, but also deepens her understanding of the emotional experiences of others. Through the lens of characters who face their own challenges, she learns to empathize with their journeys, recognizing that each person carries their own burdens, often hidden beneath the surface. This connection to fictional experiences translates into a real-world understanding of compassion, enabling her to approach others with an open heart and a willingness to listen. Moreover, her journey toward empathy is further enriched by her interactions with acquaintances and strangers. In everyday encounters, she becomes attuned to the subtle cues of emotion in others. A smile, a frown, or a moment of hesitation can speak volumes, and she learns to read these signs. This skill not only fosters deeper connections, but also encourages her to validate the feelings of others. By offering a listening ear or a word of encouragement, she discovers that empathy is not merely about understanding someone else's pain, but also about being present and supportive in a meaningful way. In this evolving landscape of empathy, she may also find a desire to contribute positively to the lives of others. The absence of close friendships can inspire her to seek out ways to connect with individuals in need, whether through volunteering, mentorship, or simple acts of kindness. This desire to give back stems from her recognition of the value of human connection and the importance of community. She understands that while her personal journey has involved solitude, many others may feel isolated or unsupported, and she feels compelled to make a difference in their lives. This shift from introspection to altruism creates a sense of purpose, reinforcing her belief in the interconnectedness of all people. Her increased capacity for empathy can lead to a more profound understanding of the importance of boundaries in relationships. Through her reflections on her solitude, she becomes aware of her emotional needs and learns to articulate them to others. This newfound self-awareness allows her to establish healthy boundaries, ensuring that her relationships, when they do occur, are rooted in mutual respect and understanding. She recognizes that true friendship is not about constant availability or emotional dependency, but rather about supporting each other's growth and well-being. This understanding fosters healthier connections as she approaches potential friendships with a clear vision of what she desires from those relationships. As her empathy blossoms, she may also find herself engaging in dialogues about mental health and emotional well-being. The insights gained from her solitary journey provide her with a unique perspective on the importance of self-care, emotional expression, and vulnerability. By sharing her experiences with others, she becomes an advocate for open discussions around mental health, encouraging those around her to seek help and share their struggles. This willingness to speak out fosters a sense of community, breaking down the stigma surrounding mental health and creating safe space for others to express their feelings. In the journey of solitude, a woman with no friends learns to find strength within herself, uncovering depths of resilience, empathy, and self-awareness that many never explore. While the absence of friends may seem like a void, it often becomes a powerful space for growth, reflection, and understanding. Remember, life isn't always about the number of people by your side. It's about the quality of your connection with yourself. If you or someone you know is walking this path, know that it's not a sign of failure, but an opportunity to grow in ways you never imagined. Thank you for joining me in this exploration. If this resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Let's continue to navigate life's complexities together. Until next time, take care and cherish your unique journey. May